exciting episode for you guys. So if you're a demon, you better hide.
It doesn't get better every week.
Dude, you will never hate me as much as I hate myself after that intro.
Oh, welcome back, guys, to episode 9 of Weebs and Gamers Anonymous. As Norland just said, we will be talking about Demon Slayer today. This week, we are introducing a new face to our podcast, as this is Kat.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for having me. I'm super excited to talk about Demon Slayer.
No, it's always nice to have a different face, especially or a different voice actually speaking their own opinions on here.
I have opinions.
What are those? We only speak facts on this podcast.
And they all come from me.
Hey, yo.
Yeah. All right, but just like we start every single episode every week, Norland, what is your anime recommendation of the week?
I've been thinking about this for a really long time, and I recently just finished this anime. Yuri on Ice.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not. I haven't seen Yuri on Ice yet, but I've heard good things. I don't know. Maybe we'll hear somebody talk about that soon. Actually, if I had to recommend one for the week, you know what? Let's be cringe. Let's recommend fucking Gundam Wing.
Okay.
I haven't seen Gundam Wing in years, but God, I loved it. If you like the mecha anime genre at all, Gundam Wing is it's like the genesis of all mecha anime. It's like the origin is what really put it on the map, and it is really good. It has that really nice old anime style, and for the time, the whole animation still holds up, and that's very rare to see in these 90s anime that you can't really replicate anymore. I think the only 90s anime that people are still like, all right, is from the late 2000s, like Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, but Gundam Wing is a step above all of them.
And let's also not forget that the openings are also fantastic.
All the Gundam Wing openings are pretty good. All the sequel series for the Mobile Suit Gundam anime are pretty good.
They're okay.
If you guys want to get into Mobile Suit Gundam, there is a very good one on Netflix. Sorry for chandering on here, but Iron Blooded Orphans is pretty good, and it's part of the same universe.
All right, cool. I actually got to give that one a try. Richard?
Our very last second recommendation here, but one of my coworkers recently went bald, and someone called him Saitama. So that's the main character from One Punch Man. So if you want an anime that you don't really have to pay attention to, and that's extremely funny, it's a short one too. There's only about 2 seasons out. Yeah, One Punch Man is very funny. I love it.
I love One Punch Man. You could just turn off your brain and be like, yeah.
Yep.
It's
This is it.
And you will instantly meet the most powerful anime character of all time, pretty much.
Is he beating Goku though? I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is, 100%.
Probably. Kat?
So, my anime recommendation for this week has been spoiled for the viewers and the
I'm
listeners,
sorry.
but I wanted to recommend Yuri on Ice. Like he already said, I recently finished it yesterday. And if you love gay boys and you love figure skating, you'll love this anime. And I love both of those things. So
Can
10 out of 10.
Feel my heartbeat. That's the opening of Yuri on Ice. It's
No,
called
I
It
know.
is.
It
It
will
is.
make history. I
It is.
haven't
It's
seen Yuri
great.
on Ice, but I know the opening because it's fire.
And it's a Mappa anime. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Shout out to Matt.
And the animation is
He's
great
doing
for
great.
what it is because I think it's really hard to animate figure skating. So
If you like more gay anime, also by Mappa, Banana Fish, really good.
All right, I guess it's my turn. It was kind of hard picking.
Wait, also before you start, we did not mean to match today.
Oh yeah,
but it
not
just
at all.
happened.
I didn't want to look like him at all.
I respect the trip though. And that's for our video watchers because this is an audio podcast as well. So just imagine in your head, both Angel and Richard are in black shorts and the same exact black hoodie.
Well, fuck you. This week, I'm kind of bent on 2 animes, but I feel like the one I really want to recommend, mainly because I don't think any of us has actually said it, is Tokyo Revengers.
I love Tokyo Revengers.
God, I hope season 2 has better animation.
Oh, I know for a fact.
Oh, I
For-
agree.
I-
I agree.
First off, if none of us were talking about that one scene where he's running, where they're fighting, just see his
Chill with the spoilers. I have not watched.
no, you're fine. It's not even a spoiler, but
He's just talking about a keyframe.
man,
Okay.
it's a keyframe of this man has has a dump truck back there.
Hey, yo.
Kind of like Richard's back when he's flexing, bro.
Oh my God.
Nah, but seriously, if you're looking for an anime that seriously kind of, leaves you like, what is this? And you're not really, so sure of what it is, I would recommend you really give it a try. It takes a very big turn when it comes to it, like especially to the plot for it. Not only that, but I feel like the characters are actually pretty decent for the most part. You get me?
Yeah, it's really good. I agree. Tokyo Revengers has such crazy depth to it. Some of the best character writing I've seen in any anime or manga, especially in a very long time. And I think that comes from the author's personal experience because when he was in a high school age, he was also part of a biker gang in Japan.
Mhm.
So it's pretty deep. I think the best way I've always described Tokyo Revengers to people is like, imagine Erased, but if all the kids were in a gang instead.
Literally.
And that's the best way to describe Tokyo Revengers.
Like I remember.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I enjoyed Erased.
Yeah.
I'm watching it one day.
Then you should
Then
watch
you
this.
would then you
Okay.
would really like
I feel for like
Tokyo Revengers is
for what
great.
the animation is, I feel like the plot literally carries it. Like that's legitimately what it
it's
is.
very faithful to the manga because the manga's ugly as sin.
Oh,
Like,
100%, 100%. But season 2 better be.
Yeah.
But other than that, like damn, I was gonna say something. I drew a blank.
Tokyo Revengers is amazing.
Yeah, there you go. No, but yeah, it's a very nice, well put together story that honestly does get better and better. So if that's, I really don't want to spoil anything because I watched I remember looking at it and it was like 3 episodes or 4 episodes out, and I was like, what is this? And then the more I kept watching it, I was like, oh damn, now I gotta come back every week. Like this is it caught my attention like pretty quickly.
A recommendation I just got from a follower through text was to mention what streaming service we could watch the anime we're recommending.
Okay.
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll.
I think Netflix One Punch Man. You could watch the first season.
It's
and
on
then
Crunchyroll.
It's on
Oh, okay.
Crunchyroll as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, on both. Yeah.
Unless you want to watch season 2, then you're stuck watching it on Hulu for One Punch Man.
Yes.
But other than that, you're pretty okay. There's some pretty good anime that are out right now. We'll have an entire episode on streaming services on anime because it's starting to get super exclusive. This is gonna date us a little bit, but Bleach was officially announced to be a part of
Disney
Disney Plus.
I got really sad.
Oh, I heard.
That
Dude, you know this means we're one step closer to having
Mickey Mouse
Sora
and Bleach.
in Kingdom Hearts
Didn't-
to be in Bleach.
And didn't Crunchyroll buy Funimation?
Yes.
They did by Funimation,
Okay.
but they lost the rights to Bleach.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
First off,
Disney has a lot of money,
Oh yeah, I knew that. Yeah. For sure.
and they
They're
know
trying to
how
own the world.
they know how
Pretty
hyped this new Bleach season is.
I haven't seen Bleach, but I saw the preview for what's coming out.
1,000 Years Blood War.
And
That's a
I
sin sitting in this
literally
room with me in it.
was now I want to watch it really bad.
No, you're gonna have Ichigo starting go bung kai, and then all you're gonna hear is
So I'm gonna be honest. Bleach is a little dated. If you do want to get into Bleach, it is a little dated. Story is a little slow, but I couldn't recommend it more. If you like edgy, like power fantasy style anime, you're gonna like it.
yeah. There's
You-
certain episodes that are
Especially if you watch a lot of modern anime like Demon Slayer, right? Or like how we talked about before, Jujutsu Kaisen. You can tell that these are the anime that influenced this new generation.
Right. Cool.
Yeah,
I
like the-
really it's on my watch.
The
list for
Hashira
sure.
and Demon Slayer are based off of. I forgot what they're called.
The Gote 13.
There you go.
The Gote 13 in Bleach.
Yeah, but yeah, no, Disney got a lot of money, way too much money.
Yep.
Kind of sad actually.
Kind of scary.
All right, but other than that, let's start off our episode for this week. And you know how I'm gonna start this? I'm gonna start asking you guys generally what your opinions are on the anime only. Let's not really derail onto manga as we never really do. Norland, I want you to give me your opinion on season 1, season 2, and Mugen Train.
Well, considering season 2 includes Mugen Train in
Yeah,
it.
for a fact.
Okay. I think Demon Slayer overall as a show is a good show. It's really entertaining. It has very good character and story, except Zenitsu. Fuck that guy.
Oh no, we're gonna have to talk about that later.
Oh, well, we'll talk about that. He's one of the most annoying characters ever written, and he's literally only there to be like, oh my god, look who has cool electric powers. But it doesn't matter. I think it's a very good story. It has very good character development. I think Demon Slayer's strongest suit is the voice acting.
And the
If-
animation.
If the voice
Oh, the
acting,
animation.
yes, the animation,
Besides
the
the
animation is up there, right? But we're talking about UFO table. That's
Yeah.
we'll talk. I have a really good topic for you guys later, which is the new standard of animation that Demon Slayer has set. But to me, the thing that stands out the most is the voice acting. It's incredible. Like I tried watching it in the English dub and I couldn't because of
It's
how
horrible.
bad it is compared to the
Japanese.
Japanese.
You know what I would say? Like, you know how there's not a lot of like great dubbed anime out there,
Mhm.
right? And you know how you have like your Hall of Fame animes that are like dubbed, such as Death Note, where you can watch.
Full Metal Alchemist
Full
Brotherhood.
Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is fantastic.
Naruto's not horrible.
It's not that
either.
bad.
That one's
Dub.
Naruto's not that bad. Neither is Dragon Ball.
Naruto.
But this time around, like
Cool.
it's like the same standards that you have for those dubs are like
The standards we have
the
now.
standards we have now for like the actual Japanese like voice acting for it, and it's to the point where I don't think genuinely any the dub will ever catch up. Not even if they swap people
It
out.
really depends on the anime too. Like no, the Demon Slayer, Demon Slayer's fucked. That's it. They're stuck with their cast. They're stuck with their cast. They can't change. But there's a lot of modern dubs that actually do compete really
Yeah.
well with their Japanese sub. For example, you might not like it very much, but Love is War, Kaguya-sama Love is War, the dub is incredible. The narrator is hilarious. It's very, very good in the dub. But more on to what I was saying at Demon Slayer. Dub's trash, sub's incredible. But overall, I have to say the story of Demon Slayer, it's all right. Right? I'm not gonna sit here and be like it's groundbreaking. Right? It's incredible. It's phenomenal. In terms of modern shonen anime, I do prefer Jujutsu Kaisen to Demon Slayer. I think it has a way better story. I think it has a way better power scaling system. Because Demon Slayer, even in the anime, it got to a point where I felt it got a little bit too repetitive and too choreographed. The fights and the scenes, the choreography is incredible, right? All those scenes you see in the anime where fucking Tanjiro's jumping around buildings, zooming everywhere, guess what? UFO table added that. None of that's in the manga. Right? It's okay. Like the story's okay. It's like, oh man, look, Tanjiro's fighting a demon. Oh my god, Tanjiro just got his ass whooped by the demon. He's on the floor. Oh look, the ghost of my dad stands up, kills the demon.
Yeah.
And that's every fight. And it's literally every single demon he fights too. He's like, oh, I gotta find the thread.
But you know what's funny? It's the fact that that's what keeps us coming back.
Yes.
It does keep us coming back, right? And I think that's the magic of what UFO Table is doing.
Yeah.
It's combining it with the music and the animation. And again, the story isn't bad. It's completely inoffensive. That's why, like, it's probably the biggest series out in Japan right now. I think the only thing that recently beat Demon Slayer because it's not airing is Spy Family. Because it's literally the least inoffensive anime could get. It's like, cool kid trying to avenge his family with his sister that's a demon.
I think that's what the author was trying to do with Spy Family too. Like he doesn't even love the characters or the story he wrote. He was just writing like in a writing block, and he just wanted to write something that he knew people would love. So and it worked.
It
That's
completely worked.
It worked. Yeah.
It's literally coming back for its second part, and people can't be any more hyped for it.
And I'm
Like,
part of them. I love
me
Spy
too.
Family.
I can't
I
wait.
love-
I can't wait.
Anya is literally like literally one of the best anime characters that I've like that's actually surfaced. You get me? Like
I agree.
I don't know, she has a lot of character, and that's mainly where it puts her. But I mean, I will agree with you. I think Demon Slayer is a very okay anime. You get me? Like I don't think it really surpasses like.
Like what I'm saying, story wise, it's a solid 6.5,
But
7.
the fact that everything
Animation,
else
though, it's
carries
like-
it though is the
Exactly.
fact that the reason why it's so high up there. You get me? Like every other component that comes across like with Demon Slayer, like story's okay. Story max out of a 10, I'll probably give it like a 6.
Yeah.
Let's be very realistic because it does get pretty mundane and pretty repetitive.
Mhm.
But the fact that you have your animation that goes crazy, obviously, like you said, the voice acting and just all
The
that
music.
really. Oh, fuck.
It's great.
That's literally what Demon Slayer is. Like,
Yeah.
sure, story, cool, but we see that in basically almost every other anime out there. You get me? Like, but yeah, Richard.
Yeah, I mean, Demon Slayer. I know it's a fairly new anime, but back when I was starting it in 2019, which is when it was coming out, it was probably like the third anime I ever watched, and thus far it's been the most visually pleasing for sure. So we already touched on the animation a little bit. We all know UFO Table is awesome. Thus far, as far as the anime goes, it has gotten a little bit repetitive, like Norland said. It's this guy Tanjiro's getting messed up by the demon. He cries. He remembers his family. He pops off, or someone saves him. But I have heard that season 1 and 2 are not as good as what the rest of it should be. From manga readers, you guys could correct me if I'm wrong. But,
I'm not going to comment on it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a surprise when everybody watches.
Okay, but I have heard that the character backstories do improve as well over the series.
You looking at me for affirmation? I'm just going to stonewall you.
Gotta give me something.
I'm not giving you an inch.
At all, because you refuse to read the manga, and it's fine.
That's
Because
okay.
I've heard it doesn't look good
It's
either.
That's a big recommendation that I'm gonna have too. Stick to the anime, people. If you like it because
Yeah.
of the anime. You don't like it because of the story.
correct.
The manga is good. The story's okay. It doesn't look very good.
Yeah, like it's not like how Attack on Titan is, where essentially you're
Like
reading the
frame by
manga and
frame.
there's frame by frame. And
Yeah,
story wise, it's all there.
It's all
You get
there,
me?
yeah.
Like, and like it's funny because that's one of those animes that, well, that the actual studios have to compete with the manga panels. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's one of those animes. Like Demon Slayer, it's like all right, cool. We can kind of somewhat derail and take this for a better turn as opposed of
Yeah.
let's give this better animation. You get me?
Mhm.
Oh, I love everything you guys have said, honestly, and I agree 100%, especially about the story, because the story does get really repetitive. But when it comes to Mugen Train, I have a really strong opinion on the story. So the reason why I love Mugen Train so much, and I think it's honestly the animation studio's biggest weakness and their biggest strength, is the fact that they dragged out Rengoku's death about 40 minutes. It made me cry too much.
How do you want your kebab?
Literally. Literally. I honestly think that I'm tired of Tanjiro, so he's not my favorite character at all whatsoever. But I do think that the story in terms of the movie, it really got to me. And I think that them dragging out the death was necessary for the story. So
No, I'll agree with you. I remember I had to drag my girlfriend with me, especially after Universal kind of being at capacity. So ended up going to the movie theater.
You pay like $50 for a ticket.
I paid like
oh my
around there.
god.
Yeah, dude, chairs were comfortable.
Dude, those chairs are like you recline,
You
and you're
recline
like,
and
oh.
like this. It's like memory foam. So like
Like
you're
you
there.
sink in. Yeah.
But
I watched it at Merrick Park, maybe.
oh shit.
I think
bad.
that's
Yeah,
where
not
they
bad.
had.
That's not bad.
Yeah, Merrick Park is
Wasn't
a
that
really
expensive?
nice. It's like a really nice mall movie theater we have here in South Florida.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
I did not watch it in the movie theater. I don't think I was watching anime when it came out. Or I was just watching it maybe.
See, I'm so happy you mentioned that because that brings up a very big point that I want to mention about Demon Slayer and anime in general. Demon Slayer has brought in a lot of new anime fans, and that is great.
Oh, for a fact. I remember,
Yes.
we spoke about this earlier before, maybe in a couple episodes back. People used to get bullied.
Yeah, we mentioned this the first episode.
Legitimately bullied.
I
just
was an anime hater growing up.
You sound like my
Wow.
sister. My sister used to tell my parents that Naruto was devil worship, so I couldn't watch it on TV.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't go
All
that
right, that's
far.
a little.
Because she wanted to watch High School Musical again for the 50th time. So she would tell my parents, oh, Norley's watching devil worshipping on the TV. And my parents don't know any better. They come in, there's this little kid with like a fox inside him summoning things with blood. And they're like, oh shit, what the fuck are you watching? And make me take it off.
Jesus Christ.
But going back to where my story was originally going, where Richard thankfully interrupted. Nah, but what Kat was saying, like how they literally prolonged and they like literally elongated Rengoku's death. It was depressing. And not only that, I will agree with you. Tanjiro is literally not my favorite character.
No, not
Like,
at all.
At all. Like,
His voice actor, though.
oh,
Oh,
no,
no.
for a fact. Voice
Yeah.
actor
The
is on
voice
point.
acting is amazing.
It's on
Just the
point.
character himself. Look, I get it. Like for the first few fights, explain everything you need to. I need to know everything that's going on, But we're like at like I don't know how many fights have happened where it's just okay. So I'm gonna take my sword, and I feel all my bones are broken in my body, but I have to do this. And then Nezuko saved everybody anyway.
Oh,
So,
that scene was fantastic.
it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was great.
She was literally ready to body everybody. Like I was like, you know what, I'm here for it. That I finally look. We have a change in like character development, and it's not just Tanjiro going, "I need to get stronger."
Yes.
Oh, my bones.
Or I'm not strong enough, but he bodies everybody anyways.
And then he was like, "I can't breathe." And
Dude,
then
okay. I have gripes with that scene. He's fucking up Daki's ass, right? Literally whooping her, about to kill her, and then the little sister say, "Oh, remember to breathe." Nah, bitch, let him kill her first.
literally
Let her kill her first, and then breathe.
kill her, then breathe later.
nah, but like
Fuck that, bro.
But
Oh
still-
my god, I'm heated again.
no, but still, that at least gave us Nezuko's like power up though.
Yeah.
So
It,
I'm,
it was
I'm
it
happy
was
with that.
she was
It's
due.
stupid,
She was
but-
due for it.
Yeah,
For sure.
for a fact, like you barely got much of like. I think the most you got of Nezuko from like season 1 was her just being in a little box, like with the little animation of the little dots for eyes.
Yeah, dude. And then episode 19 happened, and
Yeah, and that like you get me, like that was the most we really saw of her in season 1, and it was like, all right, cool. Where was this like, a couple episodes back?
yeah.
And then season 2 said, hey, we might not really like see her ultimate, but when you do,
Yeah.
it's gonna
Right.
be
It's
there.
worth
You get
the
me? Like
wait.
it's one of those pop off moments for a fact.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, Tanjiro's not
He
it
ain't
at
a
all.
chief.
Like at first I was like, you know what, he's a pretty cool main character, and then it slowly just kept.
I
kept
really
getting
thought
more
I loved
competitive.
him at first. I really thought he was like that character for me. And then like I think like I don't know, 15 episodes in, I was like over it already.
Mhm.
So
You definitely watch the show for the world and the premise.
Oh, for
More
oh,
than the
100%, 100%.
Oh, and the fact that Tanjiro cut his hair, not okay.
Not
Season
okay.
1, not okay.
Bring back ponytail Tanjiro, please.
That's an opinion.
It's a
But
fact.
it's a fact. It's a fact.
It's the
Norland. Remember,
correct
you said it
one.
yourself. This podcast only speaks facts.
Yeah, sure. like yeah, that's like an Alex Jones level fact right there.
All right. I mean, I guess when it comes to season 1 and 2, I remember at first I started watching it because one of my friends in high school back in 2018 when it started first airing.
I think
believe so.
19, no?
I think it started winter 2018 and it carried over.
2018 and
Yeah,
carried
so-
over. I remember like maybe 2 episodes were out, and then he was like, "Dude, you gotta watch this. Like, it's one of those great animes. It's like next level Naruto." I'm like, "Okay, I'll chill."
All right.
Like I was there. I was like, "Chill."
They say that about every anime.
Yeah, for a fact. But like that, those first 2 episodes hooked me because I was like, "Damn!" Like the animation's nice. You get me? It was pretty different for a lot of like, how do I put it?
Bro, my man cut a rock.
Nah, like I mean, like when it comes to like visuals, when it comes to the characters, you get me?
Oh,
Like they
yeah.
all look very unique and very different. For the most part.
They got weird eyes. They have like little
Yeah.
hexagon pupils.
So like I mean that caught my eye from the get go, and then from that point on, I remember watching it weekly, and it got to the point where I was like, okay, damn, this is dope. And then it stuck with me for a while, and then episode 19 and
Yeah,
18, I was like, okay, cool, this does it for me. Like I want more. Waited a while, and then Mugen Train came along. As like movie wise, I fell in love with it. It was a fantastic. I'm not a fan of the whole CG, like the weird CGI base that they use for like the.
I know what you're talking about.
For
that one
Enmu,
scene. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't really that much of a fan of it.
well, most of the Rengoku Axa fight was CGI, right?
Yeah, but like I mean,
But
like
it's really the way
but
they
it was very
integrate it.
subtle.
The way they integrate it,
it was
yeah.
very subtle compared to that, like to that scene. But for the most part, like I thought it was a decent movie. You get me? Season 2, I know I did rewatch the whole Rengoku, what's the Mugen
Axa.
Train arc and all that.
That
and-
was what, like the first 6-7 episodes
Yeah.
of season 2?
Yeah, 7 or 7,
Okay.
I think, if I'm not wrong. It was a little bit better.
Really?
The fight, I enjoyed the fight scene a little
They
bit
literally
better.
took the movie and just turned it into episodes.
Yeah, but certain things did change, like little
They
like little
extended a couple
key
things.
Yeah, but I enjoyed the fight scene though. Did change a little bit. I know with the animation a tad bit. Like if you go back to it, it did change. And then that final fight scene with Tengen,
Mm.
that I think that actual fight scene alone was what did it for me.
Yeah.
Like fully when it came to the animation. Like sure, season 1 episode 19 was badass.
I think that surpassed it for
That
sure.
surpassed
Oh,
it for a fact.
100%.
remember going to work and Richard being like, "Oh my god, you have to watch this. It's crazy."
Yeah, Richard came in like what? Maybe like half an hour, and then you're like,
No, yeah, that was. I mean, I'll put that up there with like one of like I obviously haven't watched as many as you guys, but I'll put that up there in like top 5 of best episodes that I've seen
Oh no,
so
for a
far.
fact. I remember at work, Norland literally said, "I have to rewatch this. I'm gonna get home, and I'm gonna go watch it on my OLED TV."
No, I was really like a little kid waiting to see you guys at work
Yeah.
to tell you guys, please watch this episode right now.
I saw Richard at work and he's like,
Oh,
he's like, have you seen it yet? I'm like, no. He's like, watch it. On my lunch break, I saw it on my phone.
Oh no, not only that, but I remember there's a certain part where a certain, I don't want to spoil too much, but a certain character loses a certain limb, and I had said that out loud, and Richard just turned around and goes, "What the fuck?"
oh yeah, before it actually happened.
No.
Like, are you fucking kidding me?
And I literally went, "Oh," and I just turned around.
It wasn't
It wasn't
that
something
big
too
at
crazy,
least,
but I was like, "Oh fuck." All right, moving on to. Yeah, I want to ask this now. If I asked you guys, first I'm going to start with the Hashiras. Who is your most favorite Hashira? Starting with you, Norland.
Ooh, I would say Iguro, the snake Hashira.
What are you, dude? Edgy?
Yes.
He's different from everybody else.
He's not like other girls. I love him. He's really cool. He's a very cool character. Has a very cool design. His powers crazy.
Oh, I can't wait to
So
see
you
it.
guys should get fucking ready. That guy's lit. That
I
guy's
can't
literally
wait.
Top 3 Hashira in the series.
We have from the chat Steve Violetta literally going, Rengoku!
Yeah, and about that Rengoku. I have opinions on
Dead.
Rengoku, but we'll talk about that later. But Iguro the Snake Hashira, he's pretty cool. I do like the Butterfly Lady a lot too.
Oh,
Shinobu, right?
Shinobu, yeah.
I do like her a lot too. I think her power is pretty interesting. The fact that she can't cut because she's not strong enough, so she stabs.
Yes.
Instead with poison. Love that.
Richard?
Yeah. As for favorite Hashira, I guess I'll go with anyone that doesn't get bodied in the span of one movie.
Oh,
Nah, I'm playing. I'll let Norland touch upon that one later.
that's not.
As far as the anime, only we haven't really gotten to meet all of the Hashira yet, properly at least. But so I'm gonna go with which one looks the coolest in my opinion, which would be Guillaume, which is the stone Hashira. Because every time you see him, he's just like crying, but apparently he's the strongest one. So I'm really looking forward to
And
that
he's
one.
blind. I don't know if
And
you
he's
knew that.
blind.
Yeah.
Franco, shut the fuck up. That's mine. Now we have someone saying it's like taking my Hashira.
Yeah.
Sanami. Okay. Cat.
Somebody took my
Shout
Hashira
out to the
also.
chat.
My favorite Hashira is Rengoku. I got a memorial tattoo after I saw the movie for my birthday last year. I love him so much, and I know I'm gonna get into a heated discussion later about it. I have a bad feeling about it, but I will defend him to the end. I love him so much, and yeah, he's definitely my favorite out of all of them. Although I do love Mitsuri. I can't wait to see her in the next season.
Oh, for a fact.
I can't wait. Yeah. She's Love Hashira, I think. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Rengoku trained her at some point. So, yes.
No, I can't wait. Like honestly, like damn it, I don't want to speak upon it, Richard. Fuck you. But yeah, there's a lot more to some character developments that are to come, and that's pretty much how exciting it gets.
Yeah, honestly, we're having a bit of technical difficulties, y'all. They can't really hear me very well. My mic is cutting out, so Angel, if you can go ahead and.
So- Why'd you say it like that?
I'm gonna yell so you can hear me in the other microphones. You guys didn't hear it, but my favorite Hashira was Iguro. He's the snake one. He's really cool. He has 2 different color eyes. He's really edgy.
Wait.
As for mine, someone took mine. Who the fuck just said Zenitsu Hashira? Nah, I'm gonna go with Sanami. I feel like he's one of the most badass characters when it comes to literally not giving a single fuck at all. Like he will literally just body anyone, even if you just look at him the wrong way. Sanami's the one with the
Yeah.
With all
Okay,
the
I don't know. You were
scars
looking
on
at me kind of confused. I was like,
Nah.
you know where you are, Richard?
He's
He's
the
the
wind
wind-
guy that's kind of like a lot like Bakugo from My Hero Academia.
That's an accurate description.
It's not.
actually.
Yeah, it's not.
That's very accurate.
Never mind. But yeah, no, like I don't know, like he just has that like energy towards him. Like if you just nub him the wrong way, he'll kill you for no reason. And that enough is alone for him to be up there on as my favorite Hashira.
So he's a Black Air Force energy.
He's literally Black Air Force.
Okay.
energy.
Angel really likes him when he saw him stab Nezuko. He was like, "Yeah, this guy's badass, stabbing a little girl."
No, we need justice for Nezuko in that scene, please.
I hate you. And the only reason I
I wonder
say
if they could hear Norland right now.
100%.
Yo, can you guys put one in the chat if you can hear me right now?
Whoever the fuck puts an Ishu Hashira, you need to walk away from this.
You're a war criminal.
You- oh.
Oh God.
Ever so slightly. But yeah, no, like, you know what? I'm gonna speak on it because I know we're not getting there. But the fact that you wanted to justify the fact that he's my favorite Hashira just because he stabbed Nezuko in the manga, he's my favorite. All right, fair. All right, but when it comes to power scaling, how do you think this anime pretty much
Oof.
does? I'm gonna start with Kat just in the meantime. You know, Norland.
I'll share a microphone with Richard if anything.
I love it. Okay, after watching Hunter x Hunter, it's not my favorite power scale. I think it's very simple, but it's easy to follow for new watchers to anime, so that's good. Are we almost working? Okay. Anyways. But yeah, I think it's very basic. I thought that it was very easy for me to follow when I watched it. It was only my third anime, so I thought that it was a good intro to what power scaling is. But I don't think it's my favorite by any stretch of the imagination. So yeah, absolutely. I think it's basic, but it's good.
No, I can agree with you on that. Like, it's kind of like how we, kind of going back to our previous conversation when it came to like how easy it is for people to essentially, catch on to the story, what's going on and stuff like that. Like, I feel like it tries to keep the same like scale throughout the whole show, meaning like when it comes to their power scaling, to knowing backgrounds and stuff. So yeah, I will agree with you. And yes, I will give it to Hunter x Hunter.
My favorite
The power scaling in it is really fantastic. Like,
absolutely.
Guys, I'm sorry, I had to use my secret. This was like the Demon Slayer first form, move chair ability. So I'm here now.
But yeah, no, like, it could have been better.
It could have been better because the characters get stronger, but none of their powers change. So that's where I find that it lacks. Other than that, I think it's all right.
It's a pretty like easy to catch along type of anime.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like one of those. For the most part, a lot of people tend to start watching anime when it comes to like Demon Slayer because it's one of the more popular. I was about to say basic. It is pretty basic, but it is one of the more popular.
Continue.
Sort of the more like actual like mainstream animes. So the fact that it can help people kind of just come into anime with a new vision of it as opposed to just having to remember so much and stuff like that. So
I can honestly say it primed my brain for Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Just being able to follow. I don't think I would have been able to follow if it was an anime I watched early on. So
Hunter x Hunter is a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a lot, especially when it comes to the whole world. And
it is a lot. When I figured that I wasn't gonna come, for that episode, I stopped binging it so hard. I think I watched like 60 episodes in a few days, getting ready for this podcast. So I ended up taking a really nice break.
Yeah.
So I think I'm like 10 episodes away from finishing. So
God, you know, since you were supposed to be on there, just quickly in the meantime, while you know we still get everything settled, what's your opinion on the Chimera ant?
oh,
You got to be really fucking careful with how you answer this question right now.
I have to be careful.
You have to be really careful because you're gonna land on one side of an argument
Okay.
between me and Angel that we've been going at it since we both got hired at our same workplace.
Okay.
Okay, so be careful.
Okay. Let me just say, I want to preface with I'm going to say this, but follow it with a but. Okay? I love it, but there was a certain point in it. I think it was I just watched it honestly. There was like I think 4 or 5 episodes where they were elongating the fight between Gon and Pito. And I was like, okay, like I'm over it. Like I don't care about anybody else. Like let's get to the point. And when I found myself at that point, I was like needing a break for like a day or two. But other than that, I have no bad opinions on it. I loved it so much. Who's gonna disagree with me?
That was the correct answer.
I
by the way.
don't ever want to speak to you ever again.
That
You're
was the correct
kidding.
answer.
I do not ever want
Thank you,
to
everybody.
say
Kat
you
is now my new best
ever.
friend.
Yay, besties!
Oh my god. How? Like
I do have to say though, let me
was on that
tell
episode.
you something. My boyfriend started watching Hunter x Hunter when I was already in Chimera and Arc, right?
okay.
So I kept telling him it feels like you're so far behind. You have so much to go. You have so much to go. He gets to Chimera and Arc and I'm already at the point where the king is introduced, right? Which is like what 40 episodes in, 30 episodes in almost. And I kept telling him, "You're almost there. You're almost there." And he's like, I'm like 10 episodes away. I'm like, "No, there's so much more."
Yeah.
And I felt like that's why I loved it so much because it felt like it was never gonna end.
I enjoy that whole anime, but the Chimera. I legitimately enjoyed where they're having the whole exam. I enjoyed the tournament arc.
Right.
That one by far.
Oh,
like,
tournament arc was not my favorite. I like Chimera
This
arc
proves
more.
to everybody how fucking boring the story of Demon Slayer really is.
We're talking
When we're
about
talking
Hunter
about
x
Hunter x Hunter for the second time on this podcast. That proves to you that, hey, Demon Slayer story, maybe it's kind of shit.
watch it for the animation. That's about that. Richard, I'm again going back to the
Oh my
original
God.
question. What is your opinion on the power scaling in Demon Slayer? And how would you compare it to every other anime out there that kind of runs the same premise? Yo, make sure to get his back.
All right, we're not gonna mention my back for the rest of the podcast, but it could definitely be better. I feel like we don't really get too much of a deep understanding of how it works. We just see them training, and then they just get stronger. I am excited to see how if they do show anything new with that in the upcoming seasons when we do meet more powerful characters on all of that.
Yeah.
But as of right now, it's a little bit it could be better.
Get prepared to meet one of the most handsome men in Demon Slayer in season 3.
Who?
Oh no, you'll see.
Oh, I can't wait.
I cannot tell you.
Oh.
I was waiting for Nolan to catch on to it. but yeah, you'll see. You'll see. You'll agree with me. Probably along the road of the next couple of months, you'll be like, you know what? Yeah, I see it. Or if you're curious and you look it up, that's different. But whatever. But yeah, I mean, again, it's pretty much kind of like how we all said. Power scaling is very basic. You know what I mean? It's your typical basic Dragon Ball Z type of power scaling. You know what I mean? It's I scream and I get stronger, and I scream even longer and Alrighty, guys. Sorry for all that. We are back, and you know, Richard and Norla are gonna be best buddies. They're gonna be sharing a mic for the meantime being. Yeah. But going back to a question I want to ask, and then after that we'll go into the more controversial kind of topics that we wanted to talk about. I kind of want to get the main little topics out of the way. When it comes to pop off moments in Demon Slayer, what is that like legit moment for you, Kat?
Bro, when he's I'll go first because I usually sit on the first seat.
No, yes, go first. Go first.
So
Wanna guess?
I'm not breaking tradition and I'm not breaking the order, guys. Fuck that.
Okay.
You know when and Richard
No
keeps
mercy.
choking me. At least say my safe word first. So when he's fighting the fucking like little baby demon with the strings, Rui, is that his name? Rui?
The baby demon.
Yeah, he's like a baby demon. Like his name was Rui, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool,
yes.
cool.
You're talking about like spider demon, like the spider family, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he puts the little sister up in like this like BDSM shit, which is really weird. And like he's fighting him, and then he's like he remembers his dad that had cancer used to like dance really good, and the music starts playing, da 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 da, and then he kicks his ass. That shit is hype.
That shit right there.
And that
That
is a
shit is
summary
hype.
of episode 19. Basically.
Nah, but I will agree with you. That is a pop up moment. Oh god, Norland, why do you do
Bro,
this?
like no, like for real, like his dad had like terminally ill cancer, dude. How the hell did this guy teach him how to fight? I'm just saying, the guy could barely walk, but nah, bro, he breathes special so he can dance in the middle of winter in Japan, in the mountains. Nah, bro, fuck that. That's anime unrealism at its finest.
I mean, when you put it like that.
Yeah, how are we gonna follow that? What a strong pop-off moment.
I have more.
All right, so my moment would probably be, not to be repetitive, but it's not going to be that one. It'll be the one after. So after this fight is ending, when what's the water Hashira's name again?
Oh, you.
Yeah, when he
you
pulls
mean
up,
the suicidal
and
Hashira?
when he pulls up and he
The
does
emo
literally
Hashira?
like he does like a Euro step.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
cuts his head off. That
Oh,
was the
yeah.
best part.
Yes.
Bro,
that's
that
great.
was like a straight up like Euro step layup style, like dunk on his ass posterized moment.
All right, Kat.
Okay, I think that one of my favorite pop-off moments was the fact that Daki in fact did not die the first time. When her brother emerged, I was like, no, who's this? I don't understand. I thought it was over. I do think that they were unnecessarily OP for the people that they were fighting. But yeah, that's what happens when you're upper six. They're upper six, right?
Yeah, upper six.
Okay. Yeah. For me, they popped the fuck off. I don't know if I can swear. Can we swear?
Oh,
Can we?
this.
Okay.
You
I
can
dropped
say
a lot of
fuck.
F-words.
Oh.
Okay. No, yeah, they popped off. I didn't love it because I love Tengen and I love all the other characters. They got bodied, but it was great. It was great. It was great to no
Oh,
he
for a fact.
for sure.
Like I'm gonna follow. I'm legitimately gonna follow your recommendation. Where Tanjiro is literally like everybody else is accordingly to Tanjiro is like either almost dead or dead,
Right.
and he just comes up with a plan out of nowhere, tries to get away for the most part, and says, "I can do this." Tengen just comes directly out of nowhere and literally says, "I'm the shit, and I'm gonna prove to you that I'm the shit." Man straight up starts bodying with one arm.
No, he's ridiculous.
That was
And the fact that he still did it with both his swords.
100%.
Yeah.
Man's technique is literally busted. Literally comes up with music on the spot. He's like, I figured out the rhythm you play at, so now I can predict the score. And depending on the note that it's on, I can go ahead and block it.
All right. You guys are going to make it so that no one wants to watch this anime ever again. I swear it's not this bad.
No,
It's
I
not-
love it. I love Demon Slayer.
No, don't get us wrong. Like, I feel like all of us do love Demon Slayer, but it's kind of like one of those like same My Hero My Hero Academia type of animes where you can just talk shit about it, but we'll still go back and watch it just because.
I mean, I loved it enough to get a tattoo, so.
I'm not watching My Hero anymore. I dropped it after season 2.
Oof, I'm trying to finish season 5. It's.
Jesus, we're at season 5 already?
There's a 6.
Oh God,
Coming.
I'm caught up with the manga.
There's a 6 coming.
Because since I'm caught up with the manga, I just stopped watching the anime.
I dropped it.
I think I might switch to reading it, honestly.
Oh, reading it is so much better.
Yeah, I think I might switch to reading it.
You're off better reading it than what you are watching it. But
Yeah.
still, there are some moments watching it that I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
When my favorite character died, the show just went downhill for me. My favorite character was Night Eye.
Oh.
So-
Oh.
Mm.
Hey, yo, he still popped off. He went
He
Super
popped
Saiyan,
off.
though.
He popped off.
Like Deku went Super Saiyan right after.
Am I the only one that didn't like Night Eye?
Maybe because I liked him a
He's
lot.
a little creepy.
I thought he was alright.
He was okay. He was creepy
Yeah.
though. He gave you that like, I'm trying too hard to look like Nanami, and then died.
He's just not good enough. And
I'm just
he's
gonna-
like the Walmart version.
I'm gonna go ahead and say
of
this
Nanami.
here. This proves to you how boring the story of Demon Slayer is. This is the second time we go off tangent, and now we're talking about My Hero instead.
Hey man, this is what happens, you know.
Actually, no, Demon Slayer is better than My Hero though.
No,
Oh,
it is
100%.
100%. But I'm
100%.
saying like we can still like talk crap, but we'll go back to it and enjoy it. Except for you two, but yeah. With My Hero, of course.
Yeah.
All right, Norland, you got any other pop off moments you'd like to get off your
Hand
I
him
don't
the
got
mic.
pop offs, but I got controversies.
Oh, we're
All
gonna
right,
get
bet.
into the deep stuff.
We're gonna
Let's
get into
start
the
this.
deep stuff right now, and I'm gonna say it, and everybody's gonna hate me because of it. Rengoku's the weakest Hashira.
So should do at least a couple push-ups.
Rengoku's the weakest and most useless Hashira. Man did nothing. Man got bodied. He didn't even put up a fight against Akaza. So, yeah, there we go. That's the controversial opinion. See, he set his heart ablaze, and guess what? It shriveled.
All right, you know what, Kat? You gotta be the first one to respond. Go for it.
You are breaking my heart.
Kind of like how his was shriveled in fire.
Look. You're killing me. You're killing me. Okay, I'm going to agree with you that he's not the strongest. I have not seen every other Hashira, though, so I cannot give an opinion on whether I think he is the weakest at this point. You have to give that to me because I haven't read the manga. But I love him a lot. Look, it's not even the fighting style. It's the character development for me. It's the background story for me. And it's also his he really took it to the grave. So yeah. Sorry, I have to disagree there.
All right. There is a scene that I feel like this is a pop off alone. Hear me. No. This is one.
Is it when he turns him into a fucking kebab?
No. In season 2 at the end, when Tengen, and Tengen and Tanjiro beat I'm drawing a blank.
I forget his name too, but he's sick as fuck. His voice actor's great. He speaks in rhymes. He's amazing.
Yes. And then Obanai?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Iguro, yeah.
Yeah,
The snake guy.
the snake guy, yeah.
Snake Kid, yeah.
Comes out of nowhere and goes, yeah, you beat him, but at what cost? You lost a fucking arm.
Yeah,
Literally.
He's like,
He's literally like, and this is only 6. You're fucking weak.
this
Literally.
is the 6th one. What the fuck are you doing, bro? There's like 5 more.
He kept us so
And you
real.
got bodied? Like, what is this now, dog?
He kept us so real.
I feel like that alone already goes to show that he's stronger than the other one. But yeah, like, I just wanted to say that came back into my head for a pop off moment. He didn't do anything, but the fact that he said, "Dude, you suck," like you literally got bodied. You're a little bitch.
Give him like no credit.
He was like, "Yeah, cool, you beat him, but he's like the weakest one out of them. Like, what's up?" All right, you guys can continue that whole set your heart ablaze with the shish kebab.
I'm done talking about it.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I got it off my chest. I see too much Rengoku love online, and people need to realize that the guy was kind of just. I'm gonna say the word. I'm gonna say it. Mid.
You know that opinion is mid.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
see,
I had to
have
say
to
it.
give. I
I
have to
had
give
to
one
defend.
controversial opinion every podcast episode.
Well, you
Shout
gave
out
it.
to last week where you can hear my rant on Ocarina of Time.
Richard, I know for a while and for like a week you've been telling me you're gonna start some controversial stuff here on Demon Slayer. What's up, my boy?
You know, Norland did that for me.
Oof. You know, you
So,
too?
let's just say I agree with Norland.
You too? No, terrible.
Richard, that's why he's my dog.
Terrible. I'm glad that this is the only time we're talking about Demon Slayer.
And Hunter x Hunter and My Hero.
And Jujutsu Kaisen.
Did we talk about all of these already? Did you guys talk about all of those already?
Yes.
I love it. I
I
love
feel
it.
like it makes it just that much worse. Like we'll go on tangents. Like
We're really doing Demon Slayer a disservice. Look, Demon Slayer reset the standard in anime. Demon Slayer reset the standard in animation quality, in music, in integrating music with your story, integrating animation with voice acting, the showing the good things of having a good voice actor. Demon Slayer set a new bar in terms of quality of anime. And it's really showing because now everything is trying to be at that Demon Slayer level of quality. Now, UFO Table has a nickname, Unlimited Budget Works. Yes, because they have a lot of money, and also they animated the Fate series, Fate Stay Night, and it's a pun, but it doesn't matter. Making that anime costs a lot of money, and that's why it looks so good because all the money that they put into it. But that is the new standard of anime. It's that high quality level of animation, that high quality level of music, that beautiful integration, all of that. It's like you can't really beat it, and that's why it's so famous now. And again, that inoffensive story just carries it. And that's why it's so loved by so many people and why it's creating so many new anime fans, which is great. It's beautiful for the industry seeing so many people come in and being like, hey, dude, this anime shit's pretty cool.
I have to agree there. I actually watched Demon Slayer right after watching Attack on Titan. So it was like the biggest breath of fresh air watching Demon Slayer. It was just gorgeous to watch. The animation for me is just chef's kiss.
yeah, like I mean, yeah, we really were doing a dishonor to the whole anime itself, but it is a fantastic anime. I mean, like Norland was saying, it creates a lot of opportunities for other studios and other animes to kind of follow in its footsteps to continue having those high standards. Obviously, again, for the most part, can't really compete too much, but still, they at least try, which is the good thing. You get me? Like, other than that, having the fact that you can have someone go, dude, anime's fucking whack, and then you have someone be like, oh, I saw a clip on TikTok or I saw something on YouTube, and it piqued your interest. So you then watching the whole series and going, damn, this isn't bad. You know what I mean? It's such an easy anime to catch on to. It's easy to like fully get immersed into the actual like anime itself. Like when it comes to visuals, when it comes to, for the most part, like plot, since it's pretty easy to follow, and it gives you the basics of anime, which is, oh, I'm weak, I gotta train, level up. Now I beat someone. I'm weak again, level up, beat someone. You get me? It's the same thing that people were kind of already used to. Like I know for the most part, a lot of people growing up used to watch like anime on Toonami or on Cartoon Network when they used to have like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z, and for the most part, that was one of those few things that got me into watching anime at first. You get me? Like my brother introduced me to Dragon Ball, so from that point on, it just kicked off. So the fact that something this new can do that for a lot of people, especially since we mainly saw this like hype for it when it came to quarantine. You know what I mean? A lot of people were stuck at home, not really being able to go outside, do anything, and I'm glad people found enjoyment in this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's dope ass stuff. Like you really can't compare it to a lot of other stuff out there,
I agree. Honestly, I've been watching anime for like a year and a half only. And because of the first 3 anime I watched, Demon Slayer being one of them, I think I've watched close to 20 anime, and that's a really short time. So I definitely recommend if you haven't seen it already.
Yeah, I think it's a great first anime if you're trying to get into anime in general. You're gonna get top tier animation. You're gonna get a storyline that's some people may not consider the best, but it's easy to follow. And then afterwards you could go from there and just branch out and find recommendations from what you did like from Demon Slayer, things you didn't like, and pick and choose what anime you're gonna watch next.
Not even that. For the most part, for what's out now, it's really short. Like you can watch all that in a very short amount of time. You get me?
And it's
Agreed.
very accessible. They have it on Netflix right now.
You may not have season 2, but season 1 is
They
there,
do
and
have season one.
it's more than enough. That's what, 24 episodes.
24
Full
episodes.
season.
That's more than enough for you to even, the fact that Netflix has also introduced anime is like they've always done it, but for the most part, like more now than anything. It goes to show that it's risen in popularity, and it's mainly because of that. You get me?
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah. Other than that, you guys got any other controversial topics? Anything else you guys want to get off your chest?
Anything controversial?
This isn't really controversial, but it's kind of a fact. Zenitsu is the most
Oh my-
unlikable character in the whole show. And I don't feel sorry about that. That is just a fact that we have.
I'm gonna disagree also with that.
That's fine.
statement.
You could disagree. Yeah.
It's
I
cool to like anime
I think
now.
those are great closing words for today. It is cool to like anime now. Back in my day, people used to be like, "Look at this fucking weeb and push you down a set of stairs." So it's now refreshing to see that maybe anime is finally getting the respect it deserves as a piece of art and as a piece of medium.
I went to middle school in Northern. He wasn't lying.
Yo, for real,
Richard was walking in the
our middle
background.
school was brutal.
Richard was walking in the background, looking all swole and everything, and you have like Norland just going,
Not chill. Not in middle school. Definitely
did
not.
not look like this in middle school. I'll tell you that.
Why are we zooming in on my calf? Okay.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's a really nice way to kind of just stop this whole podcast for today. It's cool to like anime now. So, go out there, either watch Attack on Titan, and then every other anime that you watch is going to
No,
be very
don't do it
disappointing.
in that order. Don't do it in that order. Never watch Attack on Titan first.
Everything else would be mid to you, and
Yes.
it's okay, but at least you enjoy that one like that, and just know you'll never be able to watch it again and get that same first watch experience. Other than that, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoy episode 9, even though we had some troubleshooting issues and we went on tangents. Peace out.
Thank you guys for watching.
Bye.
See everybody.
Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Waga Podcast and Twitter as well, and in TikTok, just to keep up with daily information and stuff like that. All right, have a good one, guys.
See ya.